Hello and welcome to Housing TV News at the top of the hour. Coming to you from our studios in the nation's capital, Abuja, I am Hafsat Orime Ibrahim. Our top stories. Tinubu urges release of Riek Machar, reaffirms Nigeria's support for South Sudan peace deal. National Assembly reconvenes Tuesday amid possible review of 2027 poll dates. Federal government to deliver 4,000 housing units in 15 states in 2026. On the foreign scene, United Kingdom plans social media ban for under 16s. Tightens AI chatbot rules. Now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reaffirmed Nigeria's support for the swift implementation of the revitalized peace arrangements in South Sudan, calling for the immediate and unconditional release of First Vice President Riek Machar and other opposition leaders. Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, made the appeal at the African Union High-Level Ad Hoc Committee of South Sudan C5+ Summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. According to a statement by his spokesman, Stanley Nwakocha, he stressed that national unity, political consensus, and inclusive transparent actions are key to restoring peace and rebuilding trust in South Sudan's leadership. The National Assembly will resume plenary on Tuesday, February 17, 2026, cutting short its recess amid indications that lawmakers may review the date of the 2027 presidential election with February 13, 2027 under consideration. In a notice signed by clerk to the National Assembly, Kamaru Ogunlana, members were directed to resume at 11 a.m. as key decisions are expected. The move comes days after the Senate approved electronic transmission of election results following protests over a controversial clause in the Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2026. Lawmakers are expected to continue work on the bill and other pending legislative matters ahead of the 2027 polls. Tension persists along the Benue-Taraba border following the adoption of a businesswoman and 9 other passengers in Katsina-Ala local government area. The victims were reportedly kidnapped on February 9, 2026 at Sede settlement while traveling from Takum in Taraba State to Todanga Market. A family member identified the abducted woman as a grain trader, describing the incident as traumatic and confirming that no contact has been made by the abductors. In a separate development, 9 worshippers adopted during a night's vigil at St. John's Catholic Church in Ojije, Utonkon Ado local government area have been rescued unharmed. The Benue State Police Command said the release followed joint security operations. Police spokesperson DSP Udeme Edet disclosed that 4 suspects were arrested in connection with the church adoption, with security operatives discovering an AK-47 rifle and ammunition during intelligence-led raids. Governor Hyacinthe Alia commended security agencies for their swift response and reaffirmed ongoing efforts to apprehend other fleeing suspects. The Abia State government has announced plans to pay outstanding salary arrears owed to former local government councillors who served between 1999 and 2022. Governor Alex Oti disclosed this on Sunday during a meeting with the Association of Former Elected Councillors in Umuahia, stating that payments would begin before the end of the month and be made in batches. Oti said his administration is committed to resolving inherited challenges, noting that the leadership requires responsibility and problem solving. He commended the association for withdrawing its court case over the unpaid salaries and assured members of fair treatment regardless of the political affiliation. The governor also directed Chief Ginger Nwosibe and the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Uzo Nwachukwu, to formalize the association structure. The Enugu State Police Command has detained 3 male suspects and recovered firearms, ammunition, and suspected hard drugs in separate operations across the state. In a statement on Sunday, the command spokesman SP Daniel Ndukwe said operatives of the Anti-Cultism Tactical Squad arrested Emmanuel Mba and Nnam Onukubwe on January 19 in the area of Enugu State Local Government area. He said the suspects confessed to being members of the Supreme Vikings confraternity, with Mba identified as the group's head in the area. Recovered items include a pump-action gun, a locally made pistol, 31 live cartridges, a substance suspected to be cannabis, a laptop, and a motorcycle. Ndukwe added that 8 other suspects were arrested during a January 31 raid on criminal hideouts in Agbani. The Commissioner of Police, Maman Giwa, reaffirmed the command's commitment to tackling crime and warned offenders to desist or face the law. We take a pause here, and up next are news stories from the build sector. Do stay with us.
This is Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts. On Facebook, Housing TV Africa. On Twitter, Housing TV Africa. Instagram, Housing TV Africa.
Welcome back. Glad to have you join us on Housing TV News at the top of the hour. Now to the build sector. The federal government plans to deliver 4,000 housing units across 15 states in 2026 under the Renewed Hope Housing Program. Minister of Housing Ahmed Musa Dangiwa said the projects will be in states including Osun, Oyo, Delta, Abia, and Kano, alongside ongoing National Housing Program projects in over 20 states and the FCT. The ministry proposed a 97.77 billion budget for 2026, with 91.7 billion for capital projects, including infrastructure for public-private partnership housing scheme. Lawmakers pledged continued support to expand access to affordable housing nationwide. Governor Malam Umar Namadi of Jigawa State has inaugurated the construction of 55 housing units along Ibrahim Aliyu Bypass Road in Dutse. At the groundbreaking ceremony, the governor announced the release of a 2 billion naira loan to the State Housing Development Authority to support estate development and boost access to affordable housing. Namadi said the project aligns with the state's 12-point agenda, adding that 135 youths will be engaged under a special artisan training. Namadi said the project aligns with the state's 12-point agenda, adding that 135 youths will be engaged under a special artisan training program for POP and printing works. Commissioner for Land, Housing, Regional and Urban Development, Ahmed Garba Mekudi, revealed that 550 housing units were delivered in 2024, with 600 units under construction in 2025 and another 600 approved for 2026. He added that the state also plans to acquire 126 housing units from the Federal Housing Authority in Dutse to strengthen urban renewal efforts. At the 2026 Wemabod Real Estate Outlook Conference, Stanbic IBTC Bank emphasized the need to align policy, capital, and project execution to deliver sustainable and inclusive housing. CEO Wole Adeniyi said coordinated frameworks that integrates land access, infrastructure, and public-private collaboration are key to creating long-term economic value. The bank stressed that collaboration among governments, financiers, and communities is essential for scalable housing solutions. The conference highlighted innovative strategies to expand affordable housing, with Stanbic IBTC committing to lead efforts that improve access to quality shelter nationwide. On the foreign scene, the UK government is considering an Australian-style ban on social media for children under 16 and plans to close safety loopholes for AI chatbots as part of measures to protect minors online. Technology Minister Liz Kendall said the government aims to act quickly after last month's consultation. With proposals expected before June, the move comes after concerns over the AI chatbot like Elon Musk Grok generating harmful content and children forming one-to-one relationship with systems not designed for children's safety. The new rule, set to amend existing crimes and child protection laws, would also cover automatic data preservation when a child dies, restrict stranger peering on gaming consoles, and curb the sharing of nude images. That's the much we can take on Housing TV news at the top of the hour. But before we go, let's take a recap of our major stories. Tinubu urges release of Riek Machar, reaffirms Nigeria's support for South Sudan peace deal. National Assembly reconvenes Tuesday amid possible review of 2027 poll dates. Federal government to deliver 4,000 housing units in 15 states in 2026. On the foreign scene, United Kingdom plans social media ban for under 16s. Tightens AI chatbot rules. For more news on housing sector, subscribe to Housing TV Africa on YouTube and follow Housing TV on all social media platforms. Download the Housing TV Africa mobile app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Many thanks for watching. I am Hafsat Urime Ibrahim. Bye-bye for now.